I have a question in my head after that last segment. And the question is this: can voters who fall for white nationalism be redeemed? Can they be recovered? Can they be saved? Can they be made voters for a better agenda and a better way of life? My answer is many of them can. Not all of them. There are some people who are lost in a deep, dark singularity of hatred and fear and paranoia, and they will never come out of it. But I think there are many, many voters who can be redeemed. This is something that's important to talk about right now, because right now, the political press is filled with the internal debate in the Democratic Party, and we keep hearing people say on the centrist corporate side of the Democratic Party that we cannot allow the Bernie Sanders wing of that party to become dominant, because we need to go, we meaning the Democrats in this case, need to go to the right in order to win voters. That is simply not the case. If that were the case, Bernie Sanders would not be far and away the most popular politician in this country. That's not according to me. That's according to Fox News. So how can a Bernie Sanders type agenda reach voters who are lured in by the temptations of white nationalism? Well, first of all, as I say, some of them can't be lured in, and we have to let them go. But there are two things that a more left agenda for a political party can do. One is, without bringing in the unreachable voters, it will mobilize the base to turn out, hopefully even in off-year elections, and vote for politicians that genuinely excite them. And secondly, yes, some of those voters are persuadable. I'll go back to what I've said before. The problem with a lot of people in this country who come from the kind of background I come from is that no one's told them a story of their lives that makes sense. So think about it from their point of view, as abhorrent as it may be to you or me. Are they worried about abortion? They feel their way of life is dying out. Are they worried about immigration? They don't know who's taking their jobs or why. It's important to tell these people that immigration creates jobs. It does not take away jobs. It's important to tell these people that they've lost their jobs to globalization driven by greedy corporate interests and to rising inequality of wealth and income in this country. Nobody is telling that story on the national stage in this country right now except Bernie Sanders. So Bernie Sanders has a 61% approval rating among the American people, according to Fox News, while Donald Trump, who tells an uglier, more hateful story, has an approval rating of only 44%. The Freedom Caucus, the Tea Party nuts in the Republican Congress, have an approval rating of 19%. So does that kind of hate represented by Steve King represent the future of this country, the best instincts of this country? Well, that Freedom Caucus, again, stands at 19%. An economy that makes sense for people, just social justice for everyone. The politics that Bernie Sanders represents stands at 61%. So I will tell you right now, we can fight hate with a better agenda for everyone, an agenda of social and economic justice. This